To be here.
The great Casey Stern is here.
What's up, boy?
Now, what's going on here, man? Ryan Braun, to me, here we go. Slap on the wrist as far as I'm concerned. This is nothing. The Brewers are not hurt. He's going to take a few months lounge, $3.8 million, nothing. He's got a $100 million contract, plus $100 million contract. Never going to make another statement about it again. He just said his piece, blah, blah, blah. I'm out. See you next year. And I don't think he needs the juice to be great, so I think he's fine. But this sets the precedent that Bosch is now telling the truth, probably.
Yep.
And the union is not going to get in the way of them making these deals. The baseball players union, legendary, this guy Wiener is like, look, man, you guys, if you did this, you're screwed. You're going to have to make a deal. A-Rod. Done deal, man. I think he's retired. What's going to happen with A-Rod? That's what everybody wants.
All right, well, let's start there. Alex is in the process of, from what we hear, talking deal. So he's going to bargain
what kind
down.
Of deal
well,
is
he doesn't
Who's
want.
He talking?
Well, he went to MLB. You know, they met. We sat here last week, and I said this to you. I said, when you get Ryan Braun goes on the bereavement list, and Alex Rodriguez goes AWOL after they have the meetings with MLB.
They knew what they had.
And they thought it was just Bosch.
Right.
They realized, holy crap, they've got a lot of stuff on
What
us.
a bad week for A-Rod, too. He said he's going to come back. Now he can't come back if he wants to anyway because of an injury.
Well, if the injury is real.
You know what?
If the injury
that's
is
the
real.
other thing.
Okay. If the injury
Quad strain
is real. So
that's ridiculous.
That's
not real.
the bereavement list thing anyway. But they're working on a deal. What kind of deal? A deal where he gets to make money, and a deal where he can come back if it's sometime he chooses.
How's he going to make money?
Well, he's going to get paid at some point if he comes back, right?
Okay, so but he can't make money while he's suspended.
The only
because
thing
there's people saying they got what they got on him, besides pages and pages more, is he might have interfered with the investigation.
Yeah, they've got enough probably to bang him for life.
Yeah.
So he'll take 100 games as a plea deal. You know, Ryan Braun, what did he get? He went down to 65 games. So probably he got 100. Which is 2 counts. One for the one he got off on, and one for this. But here's the irony of this. Ryan Braun went into, I just found this out recently, actually. Ryan Braun went into the locker room and had a speech with his teammates. But this was like 20 minutes before the game, so nobody knew what was said. After the game, which just ended, they all went into the media in the clubhouse. He didn't admit to doing steroids. He didn't tell his teammates that he took them. He told his teammates that he plead down because of evidence they had, but would not come out and say, I did them. His teammates, even as of 10 minutes ago before I came on here, saying that they believe he's still innocent.
Wow.
This guy, Daniel Day Braun, Lion Braun, is such a piece of garbage.
It sounds
it's
like
unbelievable.
You're right. It's
unbelievable.
People are focusing on what a creep A-Rod is, but he's turning out to be a bigger deal.
He deserves a suite in hell right next to him for what he's done.
I'm so shocked at that revelation because I thought for sure part of the reason he was willing to plea this down was he finally said, you know what, I'm just going to come clean and I'm going to get everything off my back.
That's what's likable about it.
Right?
Is admitting wrong.
Yeah, I thought that he was. I thought that he was coming clean, but you're saying he's not.
He has not. He has not come clean to actually taking them. So, as we talked about last week, possessing them. Maybe. I don't know what he said. I mean, we'll find out as it goes on.
They were in my pee.
Right.
But
well, here's the thing, right?
This is Artie Lange Show exclusive. As of minutes ago, the Brewer teammates of Braun still have not heard him admit it.
I heard people say today, I feel for Ryan Braun having to go through this and admit this. I'm thinking to myself, you know who I feel for? The guy whose job is to handle piss. This is this guy's job, the sampler handler, right? You're not the keeper of the Stanley Cup. You handle urine for a living, right?
From what I hear what they do with the Stanley Cup, you are.
Right, well, fair enough. Yeah. But he has white gloves, the Stanley Cup guy, right? So you handle urine, which pretty much you're the guy in the Zamboni who cleans up the blood on the ice after the fight. That's what you are. He lost his job. Because Ryan Braun made him look like an absolute moron by saying it with his nice eyes in front of that camera, looking like The Bachelor on the 23rd of February a year ago. I didn't do it, and I swear on my life, I swear on everything I didn't do it. This guy lied through his teeth. And why? Because he's got 120 million reasons coming to
I think
him.
the big story. I think the big story is that Casey thinks Ryan Braun has nice eyes.
Well, he does. He does. He's the
You're
Hebrew
right.
Hammer.
He really is. Yeah, he's this guy. He's TV friendly. We'll say
the all-American boy.
You're right. And he is, with every minute that goes by in this story, he's looking worse and worse.
Yeah.
And on the MLB Network's coverage this afternoon, I watched Leiter and John Hart and all these guys. And they were dancing around it. making him look as good as possible. Like, hey, it's good for him. It's good. They weren't really telling the truth here, which is that he does look like a dirtbag.
People are afraid to talk about the fact that
he got nothing.
Bad people play sports.
Yeah, right.
Bad people work at gas stations. Bad people work in this industry. Bad people play sports. This is another bad guy.
And he got a slap on the wrist.
Right.
A slap on the wrist. So the A-Rod thing is,
yes.
I mean, my God, you could be looking at criminal charges with what he might have done. What is he going to do? Well, like, in your opinion as an expert here, what do you think he's going to do?
I think A-Rod will take a deal,
100
get
games?
100 or 150 games, sit out,
so basically
sit out a year.
But 150 games for a guy who's 38,
right?
And
the rest of this year and next year,
hips and now quad.
I think he will take a deal that enables him to say, "I didn't get banned for life."
Right.
That's what Alex Rodriguez is. A sick individual. This is a guy who's got a centaur picture, a life coach. I mean,
is that true? The centaur thing?
Yeah, this is the funniest thing about.
Himself?
Well, here's the thing. You guys both know this.
No. Who else are you gonna have?
The funniest thing about people is
Hugh Jackman.
I would consider that.
Big Hugh Jackman fan.
He's half Wolverine, half A-Rod.
That would be great. The centaur with the claws.
The fact of the matter is that people like Alex, sometimes the people you would think would never be insecure are the most insecure people,
definitely.
and you don't get why.
Yeah.
This guy is so insecure, so in need of rubbing of the back and the love and all this other stuff that he literally had everybody thinking that he was so excited to come back and play. This guy has been lying through his teeth for years. To you, the Yankee fan, to the baseball fan.
Probably to Kate Hudson,
too. I would figure to Kate Hudson.
Hello, Kate. How are you, Kate? It's Alex.
Yeah.
Did you see the game? Which one were you? I was the one who struck out every single time with the bases loaded. Wow, what do they pay you for that? $32 million a year. Let's have sex. That's a conversation between those two bozos.
It's a visual that will haunt me for the rest of the night. Yes.
How about the rest of your life?
Yes, probably.
No,
probably.
But yeah,
really. He's going to get.
We have to, and he lies to us, and we have to endure the lying and him not hitting in the clutch. Blah 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 blah, and everyone overrating the 2009 season. Yeah, he was a regular Thurman effing Munson. He got a couple of hits, a big double and a big homer against the Twins. The best 09 postseason. Give me a break. And we got to endure this while he's dry humping every hot chick in Hollywood.
Well,
Cameron Diaz, the Hudson,
and passing out phone numbers in the stands or in the playoffs and all the other stuff. The worst part to me is that he went on 60 Minutes. He went on with Katie Couric. They asked somebody to represent the good part of the game of baseball. This is about 4 or 5 years ago, and talk about the steroid era.
07.
This is the year before, right? The year before the whole Tampa press conference where he admitted everything. This guy says yes. Just imagine for a second you're cheating on your wife every day and somebody invites you and says, hey, I'd love you to be on a panel to talk about, monogamy and what it's like. You'd probably say, nah, I might not want to be a part of that. This guy was so important to him to be part of the spotlight. He went on there, lied through his teeth to the whole country, to the world, then a year later admitted it. Ryan Braun did the same thing. These Lance Armstrong sick individuals.
They're egomaniacs. Money, okay, but they're also egomaniacs out of control.
Yes.
Like out of control egos.
Yes.
And that's scary.
Yeah.
That's Charles Manson type stuff.
Well, I don't even think they think they're guilty.
Yeah,
I think Ryan Braun might believe he's innocent.
They're in denial.
What was that needle? I thought it was aspirin.
These are sociopaths.
Right. Alex Rodriguez said in his presser in Tampa, I took it 36 times, but didn't know what it was. Can you imagine? You have young kids. Can you imagine you tell an 8-year-old to, hey, read the back of a bottle if anybody tries to give you anything? Could you imagine, not a bottle, but hey, can you shoot a needle in my ass 36 times and then I'll figure out if it's working? I mean, it's unbelievable.
I hate to say this. I mean, not to sound like I'm just shoving my life in the store. Not only John, I do have a lot of my real fans know this. I have a half Filipino chubby kid in Vegas that is mine. He's half Filipino and he's morbidly obese, and he's 8. And he does not. I always taught him when I would send him letters,
right?
That A-Rod and these people are people you look up to, and now he's ruined. He's ruined.
Do you send him photos on Instagram? That's the question.
No. I stopped sending letters years ago. His mother's a bit of a bitch.
Okay.
But
this might be too much information.
What about the kids, though? It is a good point, the kids.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of... There's a great article in the Daily News today about all these little leaguers in Inwood, which is Upper Manhattan.
Right.
They all hate A-Rod.
Right.
They don't want him back. These 9, we don't want you back. It's hilarious. Like, what father, though, seriously, if he comes back and point to him and go, I want you to be like that guy?
You can't.
You can't.
Well, what I was saying earlier tonight is if I'm the Brewers, you want to do something smart, go out and remember the Aaron Hernandez situation. The Pat said anybody who trades in a jersey, and I'm not trying to compare PEDs with murder, but anybody who trades in a jersey would get one for free. Right. Well, you know what? This guy, you paid $120 million. Your fans have paid for season tickets to see him play. He cheated everybody.
Yeah.
They should be able to go in and exchange every Braun jersey for the rest of this year for any jersey they want.
But his line with his line with the bosses is that he did not cheat.
Right.
I mean,
he's innocent.
And his team.
He's pleading
is it their
guilty, but he's
job
innocent.
to believe him? Is it his teammates' job to believe him? That puts me as a teammate in a really confounding position because you want to support a teammate. And if a teammate tells you something, I would think you would give him the benefit of the doubt. But with the evidence piling up,
what'd you hear?
Basically, you're abusing the public. You're abusing the public. Yep. You're abusing your team. You're abusing everyone involved. You're abusing your organization.
Well, did you hear the statement? The I forget, his name escapes you now. The GM for the Brewers made today.
Yeah, Melvin,
he's basically just saying, "Look, we love the guy.
Right, of course, great. We hope when he comes back,
we can press the restart button. That's the latest euphemism.
Yeah,
we'll just press the restart button next year. He's back, game 1, opening day.
They have to say that,
because
they're paying him $120 million, and that's why when people say, well, how could this guy sleep at night? He sleeps on millions of dollars.
I don't know.
You would do some crazy things out there wherever you are for $120 million.
Listen, and look, there's some kids might you look at them as role models. There's I knew kids growing up who wanted to be dirtbags. A lot of kids want to be dirtbags.
Right.
They aspire.
I aspired for more than that.
I aspire to be. Well, as Mike will tell you, Mike Pachetti will tell you, we have the sound clip. I'm a well-liked jerk-off, right? Right, James? I'm a well-liked jerk-off, according to Mike. Right, James?
You're a well-respected
we
jerk-off.
now pause. Oh, there we go.
Okay, say it again.
No, but you're a well-respected jerk-off.
That's
right.
I'm a well-respected jerk-off. Thank you, Mike.
It's like an upper scale.
But Casey, they should just let all the fans pelt it at you with M&M.
Well, there's an idea.
Time to a tree, get a tennis ball machine. I'm totally down. First of
all, if an M&M's in your hand, what are the chances it's getting out without going down your gullet first? Your hairy gullet.
For him, I'll make an exception. Believe me.
The second vision during this conversation that'll now haunt me.
Hairy gullet.
Yeah.
Hairy growth, fleshy growth.
Yeah.
Well, did you ever hear? Well, Mike made an official statement. Let's hear Mike's 2 official statements on the steroid situation. Play it for Casey.
I'm getting tired of these little jerks and I'm tired of them crapping all over the place and picking up pee all day, and it's annoying me.
What about this one?
And how Hollywood loves when you're in a meeting. Oh, what's it like? Oh no, it's not like my mother. Whatever. I know.
Not edited. The Artie Lange Show. We're back with Casey Stern and more of the circus after this.